Replacing graphic assets in ZebraZapps has just gotten a whole lot easier. Here I've got a project where I've got a couple of different checkboxes, both using graphic button states. And I pulled up their message centers here just so you can see the differences between the two. You can see I've got a help icon that has green up, over, and down states. And I've got a hot and cold meter icon here that has black and gray up, over, and down states. And when I run my project, you can see that there's a distinct difference between the two as I roll over each. You can see one pulls up a meter and the other pulls up a little bit of a hint. And both are interactive throughout the course. Of course, every time I complete a step here, we're changing the check state of both so that the student has to go and request help or the hot and cold meter as they move through their project. So what if I wanted to make both my help and my hot and cold meter buttons the same? Of course, you know object replacement of being able to take an asset from the library and replacing the graphic button state just by getting that construction tape up and letting go. And we can see the up states of both are now the same. But what if I wanted to make sure that all of those black icons were now replaced with the green ones? Well, now I can just drag a listing in the asset library right over the other and choose whether I want to change all of them in this event or in the entire project. I can now do the same for the other green state, and this was the over, and change all of it in this event. And now you can see the two buttons are identical. Let's take a look at how the same feature can be used when you've got the same assets repeated in multiple events across your project. So I'm going to quickly set this up by taking a few of the help overs and the meter overs and placing them in a couple of different rather blank events. If you've been using ZebraZapps for a while, this first method of object replacement's pretty similar. Drop the icon over the top and say I want a replacement. I'm choosing replace all in this project though. This is a new feature. So not only did I get a green question mark in this event, but I've also got a green question mark in all the other events. Popping out and taking a look at the rest of the project, you can see every place where I put that gray question mark icon, I've now got a green one. Here I can replace it back with the gray icon, getting that same dialog, and say I only want to replace just this object. So the other green one stays green. Of course, that can be done again if you decide you want to replace the other one in this event. And of course, I can replace everything in the event just as before. And we can do that same action by dropping one asset on top of the other inside the library.